Hello class, this is Dr. Scott with Business Math. This week we had quite a bit of requests for help, and that's absolutely fine. That's exactly why I'm here. So what I did was I figured out the first problem in every set. So what you will see, you can actually copy. I won't say that you're going to plagiarize me, but I just want to walk you through it. I'm not going to do your entire homework assignment for you as usual, but I do want to show you how to do it. I have typed out the formulae from chapter 17, just so that you have them. And I recommend doing this with any math class you have, whether it be business math or finance or even economics. Every time you run into a formula, keep it in a notebook, keep it handy so that when you need to know how to do this, you can refer to it. There's no need to memorize anything. So anyway, okay, so for our drill problems, I did number 1. And it says, for all problems, round your final answer to the nearest cent. Do not round net price equivalent rates or single equivalent discount rates. So that's pretty straightforward. We know that we're going to only round final dollar amounts. So, as I said, I've already worked these out, and then I just hid them with a white font. Okay, so first we need to look and figure out exactly what we need to figure out. So the chain discount of 4.1 means the list price minus the first discount of 4% equals something. And then that something minus the second discount, which is 1%, equals the net price that we'll pay. So chain discount means that you'll get 4% first, then you'll get 1%. You don't want to add 4 and 1 though, because it's not 5%, and I'll show you why. So we take our $1,200 that we paid for the Surface computer times 4%, which equals 48. And I'm doing this the long way just to show you, just so you know exactly how to do it. And then we take that $1,200 and we subtract the 48, which represents the 4%, and we're left with a balance of 1,152. So then we take that 1,152 and we figure out what 1% of that is, and it's $11.52. So we take our first X amount, our first discount, or our net price minus first discount, and then we subtract our second discount. So $11.52 minus $11.52 equals $1,140.48. So that gave us our net price, but we're also going to figure our net price later. But we need to know what our net price is to know what our net price equivalent rate is in decimals. So what that means is the net price equivalent rate means how much of list price are we paying? And we figure that pretty easily. Net price equivalent rate equals net price over list price. All right, I don't know why I had a space there, but that's okay. Excuse me. So we know that our net price is $11.40.48. So we divide it by 1,200, and that gives us 0.9504. Now you may be tempted to say that that's 95%, but it's not. Remember, for all problems round your final answer to the nearest cent, do not round net price equivalent rates or single equivalent discount rates. And as I revealed it a little early, so our net price discount rate is 0.9504. To find our single equivalent discount rate, we will take the complement of the net price equivalent rate. which is 1 minus 0.9504, which means our single equivalent discount rate, or the equivalent discount that we're receiving as a result of the chain discount, is 0.496. Now, in this case, it is very close to 5%, but they're not rounding it up to 5%. The way they actually take the discounts is one, then the other, so it's a little bit less than adding them together. Now, we need to find the trade discount. And the trade discount is the list price times the trade discount rate. So list price, $1,200, times the trade discount rate, which is the same as the single equivalent discount rate of 0.0496, means that our trade discount was $59.52. And let's see what I have here. Okay. So then, to get our price, or our net price, we take the list price minus the trade discount amount. List price minus $59.52 equals $1140.48, and we'll see that that's the same thing we got up here in the first part of the problem, so we know that everything matches and we did that correctly. So the next one is we complete the following. We need to find out what the net price and trade discounts are for the Trotter treadmill. And I'm doing things the short way this time. So we know that the chain discount is 9% and then 4%. So $3,000, which is the list price, minus 9%, and any calculator will do this, is $2,730. So then to find the second discount, or the net price after the second discount, we take that $2,730 and we subtract 4%. And that leaves us with $2,620.80 as our net price. So we still need to figure our trade discount. So our trade discount is our net price divided by our list price, and we get 0.08736, or what we would probably just say is 8.7%. I'll accept either one. So now this one, we are to find the last day of the discount period and the final day the bill is due. Now this is in the second section of Chapter 7. And it's not quite as laid out for us as the first one is, but I'll try to take the mystery out of it. Okay. Well, all right. Under our terms, 110 means that if the invoice is paid within 10 days, there will be a 1% discount. And then we've got something else we need to worry about in terms. Oh, I skipped. We need to, the date goods are received was part of problems that were beneath it, and I'm only doing the first one in each section. But I wanted to point out that June 18th is the invoice date, and if we use the ordinary dating method, it tells us that we're to treat it as if the goods are received on the same day. And the other thing we need to know are this N30. I don't think I put that anywhere, but I will now. N30 equals net 30, which means final due date for payment is in 30 days. Okay, so we received our invoice and presumably our products on June 18th. And we have 10 days to receive a discount. So 18, because it's the 18th day of June, plus 10 days is 28. So the last day of the discount period is June 28th. I don't know why I put this down here. But if they pay it after 10 days, but within 30 days, then they'll just pay the regular amount on their invoice. And to find the final day the bill is due, so June 18th, we know there are 30 days in June, and you can use any of the methods in the book. I just always remembered the poem 30 days hath September, April, June, and November. So 30 days in June minus 18 that have already elapsed mean that we have 12 days left in June. So then we take that 30 and we subtract 12, the 30 days in June, we have 12 days left, and that means we go 18 days into the following month. So the final due date is the 18th day of the following month, or July 18th. So for this one, we are to figure the cash discount and the net amount paid. So the cash discount is just another way to say the actual dollar amount of discount received per the contract or per the terms of sale. So whether that means you actually have to pay cash for the discount or not, that's up to the terms of the sale. And it's pretty easy. $7,000 is what we paid. Remember, the freight charge is included in the $7,000. The freight charge is $100, so they're not going to discount our freight charge. So the actual cost of goods was $6,900. So that is what we have to deal with as far as the discount goes. So terms of invoice, we get a 2% discount as long as we pay within 10 days, but we must pay it within 60 days. So our invoice, the day we received the invoice and or products was April 8th. The date of the payment was April 15th. So we paid it within 7 days. So we are eligible for our 2% discount. So $6,900 minus 2% equals $6,762. Which is our cash discount is $138. And we also need to figure our net amount paid. So we know that minus 2%, this is our net amount paid. Or net price, I'm sorry. So we take our net price plus our shipping, our freight charge, and we get $6,862 net amount paid. I don't think there's anything else in this section. No, there's not. Okay, we're almost done. All right. So this one is a little tricky. So if you want to refer to this, this is toward the end of Chapter 7. And it's where we address partial payments. So the first thing we do is we find the complement of the discount. So our invoice amount is $700. Our terms are 2% if paid within 10 days. Net 60 means we must pay it within 60 days. The invoice date was 5/6, or May 6th. On May 15th, which was 9 days later, we made a partial payment of $400. So this partial payment receives the 2% discount, but the balance, unless we make the outstanding balance payment tomorrow or on May 16th, then we will owe 100% of the outstanding balance. And this is one of the more complicated things that we'll do in this class. So first, we find the complement, which is 1 minus the decimal equivalent of 2%, which is 0.2. So we know that we're going to pay 0.98 of the price of the actual partial payment made. So we made a payment of $400. What we need to figure out is how much that's going to take off of the amount of the invoice. So we take our, oh, I did this wrong. It's not 0.95, it's 0.98. So always good to not mistype. So 400 divided by 0.98 equals 408.163265. So then we take $700, 700 minus 408.153265 equals $291.846735, which we are going to round this to 291.85. So just to reiterate what we did here, we found the complement. We found that we're actually going to be credited $408 and about 15 cents for the partial payment of $400 that we made. So then we subtract the balance minus what we're going to be credited to get our balance outstanding. I hope that makes sense. Like I said, it's one of the more labor-intensive things that we'll do. Everything else is pretty well, not self-explanatory, but it's easier to grasp. So let's see what we've got here. Our word problem says the list price of a smartphone is $299. A local Samsung dealer receives a trade discount of 20%. Find the trade discount amount and the net price. Now, most of us have probably figured out what the net price is, just $2.99 minus 20%, but we need to find the trade discount amount first, so that's what we'll do. So we'll multiply $2.99 times 20%, which gives us $59.80. That's our trade discount amount. Now we need to find the net price, which is our list price minus the trade discount amount, which is $239.20. So that is it. That's one example from each section of your homework. I hope it helped. Watch it as many times as you need to. Please, please, please ask me questions if you have them. I am here to help you, and I look forward to this week.